Hi guys, welcome back to Earth to Rosita. Oh my god, it looks like I'm wearing nothing. So I'm heading to work now, and I'm so nervous about this weekend because this week, I didn't hit my goal at all. My monetary goal at all, and it's made me so nervous about how this weekend is gonna go, and for the next couple of months actually. Am I gonna come into any money? Oh god, yeah. Wish me luck, because this weekend, I don't even think I can express how stressed I am. Cause I can't even put it into words. Oh Lord. But I'm trying to be positive. I always follow this trail at work. So I start from one shopping center called Rouse Hill, and then I go back to what I think Greater Western Sydney is, like Glendenning area, and I'm just so nervous. I'm so nervous about how this weekend will go. Check how I no, you can't see it. But I sit with my left leg up while I'm driving. Other than work though, today's been pretty chill day. I didn't really go out and do anything. I cleaned the house a little bit, took care of the cats, just a standard day, but now I'm going to work, and and I gamed a little bit. Oh, speaking of the whole technology thing, I've been thinking so much about building my own PC, and it always happens when, I always suddenly remember that I want to build my own computer when Mercury retrograde hits. It's so weird. I cannot wait for the day where I build my own computer. It's just I've been wanting to for years and years and years, and now that I've come to a place where I can do that, I don't, because I'm saving for other things, going traveling and stuff. I don't know. Oh god, I haven't even fueled up. So a lot of things were consumed my mind today, and I didn't know, I don't know which topic to talk about, but you know what? I'm gonna talk about kind of psychology and the mind. I was thinking today how interesting it is how everybody's experience with other people, people that they build connections with, is so different in a lot of ways. Hold on, you know what? I'm gonna fix where the camera is. I'll be right back. Okay, a little bit better. The connections that we form with people, and how it means different things to us than it does to them. And in my previous video where I was talking about my experience, what I'm going through this Mercury retrograde, I was talking about a past love that I had, somebody that I loved. I was thinking about something that I said in that video, like how the connection that I felt with him was different than how he felt with me. I mean, I'm not saying that the feelings of love weren't mutual. It's just the level of it was. So I was in love with him, but he wasn't in love with me. I know that he adored me, but he wasn't like, it wasn't romantic love. He just, it was just like, as I said, feeling of, like being adored and stuff by somebody. And it's like, this is like not a theme that goes on, but like something that I went through just recently with this friendship that I lost. Like, he meant a lot to me, but I didn't mean that much to him at all. I didn't mean anything at all. And it's just like, it's weird because we're all tied together. Like, every person that we meet in any way that we meet them, it doesn't matter how, whether it's like in real life or online, it doesn't matter anymore because we have technology, we have the capability to build these connections with people, and it's like there's an invisible string that's attaching us to each other because of that possibility, especially with the internet now. But it means something different to all of us. Our emotional attachments are all at a different level. Like, all of the information that I collected about this person I'm no longer friends with, they weren't actively like building up any information about me in their head, because they didn't care. And it's weird because, like, I wonder how many people in my life currently that are looking at me from the outside and they're just building like all of this information about me in their head from things that I present to them, but they don't actually really say anything. But it's like, it's beautiful in a way because, okay, not beautiful, but like it's just interesting. It's interesting how every person in our lives we all mean something different to each other. The mind is so interesting. Like, the human brain there's just like so many thoughts that go up in there, and we build all of these stories and all of these narratives in our own head. We build all of this, like, this world in our head, and we get sometimes, not all of the time, we get lost in it. But at the same time, we're all like tied into it together, you know? Because, like, why did I meet that person, but we didn't share like the same like, they didn't see me the same way that I saw them. He wasn't in love with me the same way that I was with him. Like, he didn't love me the same way that I loved him. It's interesting. But there was like a connection there. There was something there that tied us together. But it just, like, it meant something completely different to both of us. And it's like, I wonder, like, at the beginning of this year, I keep saying the beginning of this year, like we're in October or something. Like last month, I was just like sitting and thinking about like this new decade that we're entering, and what I'm gonna make of myself and make of this decade of mine. Because last decade, when my life started, 2010, I just graduated. I was graduating, and then the year after, my dad passed away. And oh, by the way, if you wanted to check that video out where I talked about 10 lessons I learned in 10 years, I'll link that somewhere up there. But like, I feel like I just keep on leveling up. And I feel like this new decade is going to be like way more interesting than the last decade. Because the last decade, it was just like centered around healing myself and depression and relationships ending and relationships blooming and stuff like that. And it's like this decade, it's a whole new era to me. I'm completely healed from depression. I mean, I have moments where I'm not okay, like everybody else does, and that's pretty normal. But I wouldn't say it's like depression or something. And like, I'm more clear about what I want in life than I was back then, at the beginning of 2010. There are some harsh realities that I'm coming to terms with, maybe. I don't know, like maybe the possibility that I'll never find love. That was a terrible heart, sorry. And just like, I feel like I might be one of those people that give up their lives for something bigger. Like, I want so badly to save the animals and stuff like that. I want to dedicate my life to helping like the vegan movement. That's where feels like my life is going. I don't know. I'm trying to be open to everything, every possibility that life is going to throw at me. And I feel like this year is going to be very, like, significant in that. There's been a lot of challenges, but I don't think they're, like, when I think outside of myself, they're not bad challenges. They're just like, they're just a test for me. Like, they're a test to see how quickly I can bounce back. And I can bounce back quickly now. Because I've been like raving on like a madman, I am so secure in myself in a way that I have never been before. But yeah, I think that's the end of my rambling for today. I just got to work. I'm hoping to God something comes through, because I've had such bad luck this week. Such bad luck. It's been stressing me the hell out so much. Like, it's crazy how much it stressed me out. So, yeah. Like this video. Let me know how Mercury retrograde's treating you, and let me know about your relationships and how, if there's ever been a person in your life where you just like felt so intensely about, but they didn't feel the same and stuff like that. And subscribe and have a lovely day or night. Bye.